Hi, it's Kathleen Hannigan, mentor to the soul of business. It's late Tuesday afternoon, so it's a Groovy Tuesday tip today. And what I'm going to talk about today is something that is it's been coming up. I've met and spoken to several women and one man who had different ideas about the fact that they were too old to do what they thought they wanted to do or had always wanted to do. My brain isn't working the same way it used to be, or I'm not sure I could take that exam, and I've heard myself say those things before. I've become more conscious of it because it is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's a myth. It's never too late. What really is the case is that when we are older, or whenever, at whatever age, when we start something new that we don't know how to do, or something that has risk involved, or where we have to face go through a terror barrier, we're really at the beginning of something again. It's that fear, that natural fear, that where we question whether we can do it, that comes up in the beginning of any endeavor. And it's not an excuse. Age is not a good excuse if you're using it. We have so much more experience, so many more moons have come and gone, that later in life you realize you don't have to be in total control, that you've never been and you can't be. Sometimes it's easier to ask for help when you're older. Many great people, Georgia O'Keeffe, Grandma Moses, so many people have started much later in life and really allowed that music that was inside of them, or that art, or whatever it may be, to come out later in life. And I urge you to do that. No more excuses about being too old. And another thing, being, at 59, being in the middle of the boomer generation, what's happening now and the shift in consciousness is something that I and others of us my age were tuned into many years ago in the 60s and 70s. It's a much more conscious and fast-moving awareness right now of our oneness, but that began back then, and seeds were planted. So if some of those seeds are starting to sprout, this is your time, especially women, older women. One of my friends, when we spoke about this, I love this term that she used. She said, at this age we must put on the cloak of relevance. We must tend to what's relevant, not wasting time on things that we already know either are not important or don't work or don't matter. Put on the cloak of relevance. If you need support, I'd love to help you. I'm going to be here about 3 more days before I go to Peru for 2 weeks, so you could even, if you'd like, if that yearning is inside you, sign up for a complimentary session, and you can do so. Actually, just email me at kathleen@kathleenhannigan.com and we can set that up. Otherwise, I just want you to take this inspiration into your heart and go start taking a step toward whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, whatever it may be. New business, play the piano, go on a trip, whatever it may be. Take a step today in that direction. Thank you for listening. Be well. Namaste.